So what you think about Trump?
I can't stand it.
Can't stand him, huh? Got a lot of mixed reviews on Trump.
I know there's people on both sides. There ain't too many that are in between. Most people either think he's terrific or think he's terrible.
Well, the in between ones are for him. That's pretty much how it goes. If you're in between, you're for him because it's impossible to be for him or for in any way, shape, or form. He makes himself a hard guy to root for, I should say.
Well, I just think he's a thug.
He's what? A thug?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a thug. Definitely that. A bully.
Yeah. And all the people around. I mean, he just, nobody can get near him without suffering. I don't understand what people see in him other than, to me it's kind of like, when you first fall in love when you're a kid. You got the rose-colored glasses on, and you see what you want to see, but the words don't necessarily match the actions. That's what I think his supporters are like.
Yeah, definitely.
And, the sad thing is that I really do believe he's doing everything he can to destroy our democracy, such as it is, and it's going to be, nothing happens without some kind of consequence, either good or bad, and it's going to come one way or the other, and I think it's going to be bad, but, it takes a while for that to happen sometimes, so, because regardless of whether he gets impeached or he stays in there or whatever, there's so much, to me, there's so much damage been done already by the agency heads that he's got, the EPA and the Human Resources and Health and whatever, all them heads have just gone crazy. I mean, Tillerson pretty much decimated the State Department. Pruitt is cutting out everything that we've done in the last 50 years to try to help climate change. They don't believe in it. And so there's just, to me, there's just a lot of damage been done. We need to be open.
Use the left two lanes to turn left.
It's on the hill, right?
As soon as this car gets going, I can be able to. No, straight.
It tells me to turn.
No. Oh.
Continue 100 and drive for half a mile.
I got it on here. So what do you think about Trump doing all this deporting?
I think it's horrible. Because, well, mainly because, number one, I am an immigrant. And, I mean, that's the country. There's nobody here except the Indians that aren't.
Where you say you was from again?
Austria.
You said nobody's here that what? That's not from here?
Unless they're, the original Indians that were here when the Mayflower got here.
The natives.
Yeah.
Definitely. Those are the people that really own this land.
Right, and we've stolen from them so much, it's ridiculous. Broken all kinds of treaties and all that kind of thing. They're the worst treated. I mean, the blacks have a great history of injustice for sure. But the natives have even, well, they have, in their own right, they have a bunch of injustices done to them too. They just been a smaller population and a lot quieter.
Definitely.
But they put up with a whole lot of shit. And
did you know the Bible says that those two are the same family? That the Negroes and the natives are part of the same family, and that they're the Israelites, God's people in the Bible.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not offended by that. If you think about it, that the area of the country that Jesus was born in, is the Middle East. And, you know, they're the idea that it's this pure white thing like Hitler wanted to save and like the nationalists want and all that kind of stuff is just ridiculous to me. So, you know,
No, definitely. I mean, this country.
we are having a test, and this next coming election is going to be the most important election that we've had in my lifetime, insofar as trying to preserve what democracy we have. It's, I mean, in my opinion. So
Most definitely. I mean, the thing is, this country is not going to get turned around until they start following God. And that's the only thing that's going to get them out. They're supposed to be a God-fearing country, but they go against everything God says and teach God's children that they're African Americans, Negroes, Latinos. These are fake names that was given to us when we were conquered. But they're actually called God's children, the Israelites in the Bible.
well, even more basic than that, what Jesus taught, you know, the golden rule and love one another and take care of the least of these and all that kind of stuff. That stuff has been gone for a long time. I mean, individuals do it, but as a country, we've gotten farther and farther away from that, and this closing of the borders and all that, it's just more of the same stuff. If you act out of fear, which to me the Republicans are very much fear-based in total, and certainly Trump and his gang are paranoid, and they have reason to be, in my estimation. So, you know, when you make decisions out of that, they're not good decisions.
Well, you know, it also says that he will bless them that bless the Israelites and curse them that curse the Israelites. And so, you know, the devil actually played a trick on this country by, you know, teaching everybody that the Israelites were not here. So
Where
they've
are
been
you
cursing.
going now?
They've been, oh, it's right here. They've been cursing everybody that God said to bless. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, and even simpler than that, what goes around comes around. If you, you know, if you go out, and that's what's happening to Trump. If you act in the ways that he's acted for his whole life, it's gonna come down on you eventually.
Well, that's the thing too. They know that at the end, Christ says in Acts chapter 1 verse 6, when Peter and the apostles were asking him, are you now going to give the kingdom back to Israel? Because he knows in the Bible in Isaiah 14 it's prophesied that Israel will come back into the kingdom and rulership of the world. So they know that this is going to come back. They know that soon enough we're going to come back into rulership of this world under Christ. So they're trying to do everything they can to keep the Negroes and Latinos from knowing their nationality so they won't follow Christ. And it's a big conspiracy going on about that, just to keep that rulership from coming in.
Well, I believe that because that was the whole thing about Barack Obama. And I thought he was fine. I mean, I liked him. I voted for him both times. And I didn't agree with everything he did either. But I think his heart was in the right place.
Well, if you notice, Barack Obama didn't do anything for African American people.
That's what I'm saying. There's things he didn't do that I didn't agree with, and that he did do that.
The reason is because he's not what we call African American, which is the real Jews. He's actually African. He's from Kenya. So he didn't really have a connection with the African American people because the African American are Hebrews.
How is that? He was raised in the U.S.
But he's from Kenya. His father is Kenyan. I'm saying his bloodline is
it's
not the same people.
Right. Well, that's
Remember in Exodus 11:7, God said he makes a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites, even though they're both black.
Well, I don't read that, you know, back in the Revelation and all that toward that end. It's too scary to me, and I don't understand it, so I don't go there. But you know, the main problem with Barack Obama was that he had black in him. You know, and they didn't want any parts of black in the White House.